Hi everyone and welcome to this week's version of The Talent Show. My name's Cameron
And I'm Robert.
and together we are Automotive Talent. Weekly we like to bring you updates in all things dealership staff solutions. I think it might be your turn to go first this week, Rob.
I think it is. Thanks for that. Just quickly, I wanted to, mate, I've got a couple of different jobs I wanted to talk about this week. Wanted to start in Brisbane. Brisbane northern suburbs, I've got a bit of a different role. I'm actually looking for a site manager, which is predominantly sales-based.
Yeah?
Um, really looking for someone that's sort of between being a senior sales manager and looking for a GSM type role. So this role actually encompasses being a sales manager for one of their major brands, but also looking after another fairly major brand management side of things, and also the used car yard. So
Right.
it is similar to a GSM role.
Yep.
However, you obviously have your own staff as well that you're taking care of. So
Sounds interesting.
it is. Look, it's a very interesting sort of setup that they've got there. The role reports to a general manager that is a general manager of multiple sites, hence them needing to have a site manager for obviously when he's not available.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a great group. It's a group that's actually growing at the moment. This particular group has a couple of different sites throughout Queensland. So there's opportunities to sort of move within the group too, if obviously as the positions become available. So
Yeah, interesting.
they're very, very interesting.
So a very retail focused manager. So you don't have to worry about back end of used cars or anything like that. Absolute, yeah, it's a good role.
It is, and look, while you don't have direct access to the back end side of things, you're in charge of making sure that somebody else is doing that part. So yeah, a very interesting, a very diverse sort of role, not one that I've sort of seen before. Particularly in Brisbane. So
yeah.
and look, I want to actually travel over to Western Australia now. I'm actually looking for some European technicians over in Perth,
Okay.
specifically the northern suburbs of Perth.
Yep.
I've got a couple of dealerships over there at the moment that are really looking for experienced techs with European background.
Okay.
They're struggling for that real experience within the Euro brand, and they really need the people that are going to be successful in gaining this role to have that experience.
Yeah, right. Are they open to 457s?
Look, not at this stage. Certainly, they're a business that are able to equip for 457s.
Yeah.
However, at this stage, they'd prefer to keep it local if it's possible.
Yeah.
Mainly because of the training background.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. And the costs involved too. Not everyone can absorb that.
Correct. So it's going to be a very, very decent sized dealership as well. Nice and busy, great training facilities, brand new site, for one of the dealerships, which is fantastic. And money wise, look, they're completely open to negotiation in relation to how much experience a person has.
Very good. Very good.
So, mate, over to you.
All right, I'm keeping it fairly local this week. Keeping it fairly local to us and also right in our sweet spot of fixed operations this week. So I've had a bit of a run on those roles. So yeah, 3 to talk about. A really experienced wheel aligner tyre tech for a business in southwest Brisbane. So someone who knows their stuff, especially on the wheel alignment side of things. It is a bit of a black art out there. And look, remuneration wise, in comparison to other wheel alignment techs, look, you're talking very solid, a very solid hourly rate. You would argue and say the hourly rate's more like being a mechanic rather than a wheel aligner tech, because they are, good ones are definitely hard to find. So if you know anyone or if you are one, reach out and make contact with us today. The ad's on our website. A parts interpreter, dealership parts interpreter for a client in Warwick, Queensland. Very close to our hearts there as well. Multi-franchise, family-orientated business. It's a parts team of one. This is the person. You're reporting directly to the fixed operations manager. So you could probably argue that you're the parts manager as well of the business. So if you want a bit of a tree change, or if you're in that area and like the dealership side of things, reach out and say good day for that one. That's a very good role. A good remuneration side of things too, in comparison to interpreter role as well. You're talking a base of around 50K with an OTE of around 65 for parts. That's pretty good. And also Southwest Brisbane Hyundai Master Tech. We're looking for a Hyundai Master Technician. It's actually not quite Southwest Brisbane. Let's just call it Brisbane. Hyundai Master Technician. If you've got that sort of skill set, we really want to speak to you. We've got a really motivated client that wants to have a Hyundai Master Tech join their business. That's it for me.
Fantastic. I think it's my turn this week, mate.
For the joke, yeah, mate, it is your turn. So yeah, without further ado, mate, over to you.
Cameron, what is the difference between a poorly dressed man on a tricycle and a well-dressed man on a bicycle?
I can't even begin to think about it, mate. What is the difference?
Attire.
Yeah, well done.
Yeah, excellent. It's right in that sweet spot, I reckon.
I think the Crickets are going to get another run this week, mate. Somehow, I think the Crickets are going to make a return. But we're 3 from 3 with Crickets too, I think.
That's excellent. That's excellent.
I think we're 3 from 3. All right, mate. On that note, we're going to get out of here. Have a great rest of your week, and we'll see you same time next week.
Bye for now.
Bye now.